Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook them. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash. One team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Longhorns will put total leather and will get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll leave it with him. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run play action. Fires left. Lost, the defense is wide open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his act.
Picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Taking a shot on the first play. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Scanning the field, it's Ewers. Makes the grab on the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Got his man quickly. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was chasing for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think... back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Looking for a man. It's Gabriel. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is intercepted. Touchdown, Longhorns! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Texas. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown. Oregon. Number 20 with the return.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Here comes the Texas offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air, it's Ewers. He's got his man. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Going up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Bond. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's back to throw on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find him.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Takes the handoff. It's James. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Got a man. It's Ferguson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
I really like this call to go for it on 4th down in this area of the field. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man, and they convert. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Fair catch called for and made. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. He'll try it again. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll fire to his right. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Really nice job by the defense. Understand, that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
3rd and short now from their own 48. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
And I think you run the football on 3rd and short, even though you haven't had a lot of success running the football today, knowing I still got 4th down. Analytics world, right? We go for it on 4th down most of the time now, so let's see what they do here on 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon, that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. He is feeling it, a huge play, almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
The give on the inside. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Looking for a crease. It's James. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3. Ball's at the 14. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
The Ducks had this offense rolling. To the air, it's Gabriel. Pressure coming. Tackled there by the defense.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
It's complete to the left. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Running back searching for a hole. Plows through the defense. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking off. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Snares it outside. It's Baxter.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
6th play of the drive coming up. From the gun, the ground game. And the Longhorns get it past the sticks.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. Got some room headed to the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Second and goal for this offense. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. A run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. He hurls one deep down the left side. This is intercepted along the sidelines, but no, he's out of bounds. It's just an incomplete pass. Very fortunate turn of events for the offense. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. And he was able to get back on top of it.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Using his legs to buy some time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you...
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Leaves it with the running back. Turns it on in midfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for room. It's Baxter. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Gets rid of it. Grab near the sticks. It's Bond. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Baxter. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. And first down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now limits the options a little bit more. 2nd down after that loss of yards play.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking downfield, it's Ewers. And he's got it! Touchdown, Texas! This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Finds a crease at the 20. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas 35, Oregon 28.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Ewers. They're working that left side. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab outside. It's Baxter. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Pocket starts to collapse. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Scrambling away. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Finds his man. It's low. Stopped after making the catch. The Ducks in the hurry-up. Takes it from the gun on third down. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On fourth down, going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Deep shot for the end zone. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking to pass. It's Gabriel. Got his man on the right. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Moves away as he feels pressure. Quarterback all over the place trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
And plays like that at this point of the game just aren't going to work. You can't throw short in the middle of the field where guys get tackled and the clock starts ticking. You got to be thinking, we're throwing to the sticks or we're throwing near the sidelines so guys can get out of bounds.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it. But now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Ewers. Throws to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense.
Man, Texas defense is so fucking slow.
To the air on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own.
Man, they defense slow.
That should be the nail in the
Yeah, one fast player.
Break on the football, getting the big turnovers. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, run that clock.
Offense set on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Back to throw. It's Ewers. A shot toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling
That's
yourself, you just want to
bullshit.
keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly.
Looking deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
Yeah, I
Well,
won.
this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but you listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually not a one stop with this many points that are being scored. You got the stop late, that's why you got the dub.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
No, we just playing.
Thank you, Paracats. Be careful.
Better luck next time, kid.
Yes, done it.
You didn't have
What is that taking?
you didn't have a kid.
Yeah.
You didn't have a kid. BTB skin. BTB skin. BTB skin. BTB skin. Okay.
Always the voice in TV. So different.
Excuse
My
me.
breath smelled like shrimp, so that means I had 8 shrimp.
So your breath smell like shit.
That's because of the shrimp. That's because of the shrimp.
Well, that's because your breath smell like shit.
Did you try it? It's Polish?
Oh, I did the American thing. M&M's.
You have to try the Polish.
I'm hungry. Gonna eat.
Huh?
Dice chato Polish.
$53 minutes ago.
Yeah, I am too. BTB scared. BTB scared.
Big, big, big.
Like relaxed.
Yeah, Netflix.
Oh, okay. No, baby, time to go to bed.